This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I am back. I think, even if it's in diminished capacity, I think I'm back. I have a dulled, deadened sense of taste and smell. For those of you who don't even know what I'm talking about, I have COVID. Almost over it, I think. I think next week will be a flurry of activity for me on the YouTubes, and I am happy to be back. Thank you for all of your well wishes and your kind words and your prayers and your thoughts and your just keeping me in your good vibes. And before I get started, a couple of months ago, I had some t-shirts designed that I wanted to roll out before I got COVID. And I want to talk about them because I haven't gotten a chance to get to the P.O. box to get my samples, to wear one, to show you. But I had some t-shirts designed because I'm going to be going to the Poor People's Campaign Moral March on Washington and to the polls. It's the Poor People's and Low Wage Workers Assembly, and then again, the Moral March on Washington. And that's in June 18th, 2022, here in Washington, D.C. If you can make it, that would be fantastic. I'd love to see you there. But I had some t-shirts made so I could promote the thing, and then also to wear, obviously, while I'm there. And here are the designs. They've been up. It is Fight Poverty, Not the Poor. Fantastic. And then also, poverty is a public policy choice, which I have been screaming and yelling about for years, not only on my podcast, but also here on YouTube. So a way you could support the channel is by picking up a couple of these. I'll put the links in the description. I'll actually pin a comment to this in this video. 2 links to these t-shirts. There's also stickers and mugs and all that other crap that you can buy. But it's a great way to support the channel here and get something other than my stupid face and voice in your eyes and ears. You'll have something you can take home. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Let's move on with today's topic, and that is Madison Cawthorn and the unhinged threats that he is now making after having lost his primary election on Tuesday. He lost to Chuck Edwards. We'll put these results up. There were several candidates in the race, 2 of which actually of note. Chuck Edwards, who I believe was the former party chairman for North Carolina. I may be wrong about that. It was a relatively tight margin, 2.5% or so. And Madison Cawthorn lost, to say the least. Listen, people are saying, oh, he got trial. This is a referendum. This is a mandate from the people that they're tired of it. No, it's not. He barely lost. All of his nonsense and disregard for his job didn't matter to the people of the 11th District of North Carolina. The same district in which I caught COVID, by the way, at the wedding a couple weeks ago in Asheville. But he went on Instagram and he penned this screed, this insane post that, first of all, he put these names up of people I believe that are real patriots, America First patriots, people who stood behind him, people that he is compatriots with, people like Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Taylor Greene, Donald Trump, the great Charlie Kirk, Paul Gosar, a white supremacist, Steve Bannon. I mean, it's the worst of the worst on this list. And then it was followed by this particular post, which is batshit crazy. I also believe, I'll just spoiler alert here, that it is toothless. These are just idle threats. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's read this. When the establishment turned their guns on me, when the Uni Party, I believe he means the Democrats and Republicans are the same, they're one party, Uniparty coalesced to defeat an America First member, very few people had my back. This list includes the lion's share of figures that came to my defense when it was not politically profitable. These are honorable men and women who are the type of friends anyone yearns to have. Quote, at the beginning of a change, the patriot is a rare and hated man. These are those rare and hated men/women. There are other national figures who I believe are patriots, but I am on a mission now to expose those who say and promise one thing, yet legislate and work towards another. Self-profiteering globalist goal. The time for genteel politics, as usual, has come to an end. It's time for the rise of the new right. It's time for dark MAGA to truly take command. We have an enemy to defeat, but we will never be able to defeat them until we defeat the cowardly and weak members of our own party. Their days are numbered. We are coming. Well, first of all, if he had the goods, he would spill the goods. Unless this is some attempt to wait for another 2 years to run for office. But what is he talking about? This is a la Donald Trump's statements that from the 45th president of the United States. This is it's time for dark MAGA. No one is afraid of you, Madison Cawthorn. Nobody is afraid of you, cousin humping little freak. This is but the thrashings, the death knell. This is the chopping off of the head of the chicken and it still runs around. That's what this is. If he had the goods on anybody, he would have delivered them. But he doesn't. Instead, it's a barrage of shitty writing and insanity. Because this is what the Republican Party has been reduced to. To claim a conspiracy has taken place to oust Madison Cawthorn, that the entire Republican Party is no better than Democrats in his eyes, because they didn't support him and his unhinged time in Congress, brief time in Congress, as though the Republican Party isn't already a radical organization dedicated to the proposition of regression, both in policy and socially, economically, in everything. But because he lost, there's a conspiracy, and Republicans aren't real Republicans. I mean, I'll give him doff my hat to him. He has just taken a page out of Donald Trump's playbook. It's the thing he's seen, having grown up around Donald Trump being the president of the United States, witnessing the politics that he has engendered across the country. But these are threats, idle threats. There is no teeth behind this. He is about as impotent as it gets related to any power whatsoever. What do you think? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Remember those t-shirts that I mentioned at the beginning? You can support the channel by picking one of those up. If there's someone that you know who might like one, little gift. Follow me on social media. I'd love to connect with you there. I'm at Dollemore, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you do appreciate what I do and you'd like to support and produce what I do here, you can become a channel member, click the join button for $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast, or you can buy some of the merch on the Teespring store. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for your patience while I was convalescing. Still not all the way there, but I'm sure next week I will be up and at 'em and in usual rare form. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.